Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at this week. It's the week starting the 5th of June 2018. I'm just going to look at a few aspects really this week. I'm going to look at Venus opposite Pluto, which is tomorrow. And I'm going to look at Mercury square Neptune, which is also on Wednesday. And then Thursday's Sun square Neptune. So they're the main aspects, although we do have on Friday Mercury in conjunct Pluto. But I think the sort of Venus opposite Pluto and the Sun Mercury square to Neptune, in some ways they have a sort of similarity. We're looking at two outer planets. So we know that this is energy that is less easy to control. We have less conscious control over it. These are planets that are outer planets, so they're drawing in forces in a way that are alien to us or can appear that way. So if we look at, for example, the Venus-Pluto opposition, Venus is in Cancer, which is a warm, watery, all-encompassing, all-embracing, very protective sort of placement for Venus. Mothering and smothering can be involved with affection here. The sense of attachment and the fear of loss is very great with Venus in Cancer. The water signs have that enormous capacity to imagine things, to imagine loss, to feel how it might feel. And the problem is with Cancer as well. The reality is sometimes, they lose sight of reality. It can become the fear can create its own momentum, and there is a sort of a lack of borders with water, and particularly in a week where there's a Sun, Mercury, Neptune square, there's this sense of being overwhelmed by not having things under your own control, and therefore a sort of lack of orientation or a sense of, like almost lost at sea sort of energy. Neptune, so there's this watery undercurrent to the week, even though the Sun and Mercury are in a sign which is known for its rationality, for its intelligence, for its ability to communicate a message. But then with this Neptune sort of closing in, and it's almost like a fog around this kind of mental capacity, we can misread the signs, we can misinterpret information, or there could be a deliberate attempt to mislead and cloud over and send us on the wrong path. So it's a kind of a difficult week in many respects for steering the right course. We can see in the news already there's a sort of for example, in The Guardian today, in the front page, there's an article called "It's Mind Over Matter." This man is beginning a 6-month swim through the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Now, plastic particularly, is a byproduct of the oil industry. So this is very Neptune-Pluto in itself. I mean, the fact that we have created such a filthy mess in a way is very, and that the sheer size of it, I mean, it's going to take this man 6 months to swim through it. So this, I think, is very Neptune, Mercury, Pluto, Venus as well. This sort of need to take care of our planet, of Mother Earth in a way, is very this love of our planet, which is starting to sort of come through as Pluto moves through Capricorn. Because of course, if Pluto is in a sign, it will automatically massage in a way its opposite sign, because these are planets that are on an axis. So we're starting to see the Cancer, this sort of care, this need to take care of our environment is starting to come through as well. So there's a sense of redemption running through the week as well. Although there's also with Neptune in picture, there's that sort of frightening sense of isolation. We also have this sense of drowning, of immersion. The imagination is also a great sea. So I think this is in many ways a week of challenges. It's very artistic. The energy can be used very artistically and very creatively. But at the same time, there is that sense with Venus opposite Pluto of our fears getting hold of us, our perspective being distorted, and a sense of, on the one hand, the need to be very rational and be very conscious and very guarded in the route we take, but on the other hand, the sense of being sucked in, drawn off course, and being open as well, which is very Neptunian. I think this idea of ecstasy and trance and sort of surrender to energies that are greater than ourselves. So a week in a way of challenges. I'm just looking at my own little notes here, of confusion, of muddled thinking, but also a sense of surrender and a sense of giving ourselves over to something in some ways that is greater than ourselves. Okay, thank you for listening. Have a great week. Bye.